All right, Shalom, Akim. Wanna first off and foremost start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash, Barakathon. All right, and double honors to the elders and apostles, to the elders of Great Millstone. All right, where I learned this truth from, that's still laboring, in sincerity. All right, and much peace, safety, and love to the hopefully elect, that's also laboring in this truth. All right, out there trying to make they call the election sure. All right, it's the brother Yah from the Great Millstone, Lake Charles, Louisiana camp. Wanna come with another quick topic. All right, and as you can see, I entitled it, "Why is reincarnation so important?" All right, because man, when you grasp onto the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of these scriptures, all right, you have to understand that reincarnation plays a major role. All right, so man, I'm gonna grab a couple precepts, you know, and expound on them, and it's actually of a diversity of ways. There's many ways that reincarnation plays a big role. All right, but this is just one in particular. All right. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump right into it, and Lord willing, this topic be edifying. So this is the definition of reincarnation. It says a rebirth of a soul in a new body. All right, and that's exactly what you have with us. All right. And you have what the spirit of prophets are subject to the prophets. All right, so you're gonna have those prophets of old come back in new earthly vessels. Okay, new earthly vessels. The spirit is gonna say the same of these men. Likewise with 2/3. All right, and also the heathens. Okay, it says rebirth, transmigration of the soul. Okay. It says a person or animal in whom a particular soul is believed to have been reborn. All right, we know that animals don't have souls, so you can just cancel it out. All right, but if you just look at it, it says a person in whom a particular soul is believed to have to be been reborn. So that means to basically be born again. All right, coming in that same spirit. All right. It says a new version of something from the past. Okay, a new version of something from the past. All right, having a different outward appearance, but that soul is going to still stay the same. All right, that spirit is going to stay the same of that in particular person. All right. So this is Ecclesiastes 1:9. It says, "The thing that had been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun." All right. So every spirit, that was brought forth or sent forth, from Yahweh Shemel Shai that was ever placed upon this planet. All right. There's no new thing under the sun. So the spirits that have been before are here today. All right. There's no such thing as the children of Israel were done away with, and it's no more children of Israel. We've all been one. No. All right. Hey, those same prophets that was prophesying the downfall of these kingdoms, hey, they're here today doing the same thing. All right. Fulfilling the same lot that Yahweh Shemel Shai gave them. All right. It says, "Is there anything whereof it may be said?" See, this is new. So can you see anything that's being done upon the earth today, and saying, "Hey, look, this is a new thing that's placed upon the earth"? All right, no, you can't, because everything that was done for a time, it is being done now. It says it had been already of old time, which was before us. All right, so it's nothing new. Everything has everything has basically been basically retransformed. All right, as this definition say, you know, being rebirthed, born once again. This is Ecclesiastes 3:15. It says that which had been is now. All right, and that which is to be hath already been, and the Most High required that which is past. Okay? And that goes to show you that what? If Yahweh Shem Yahshua required that which is past, and you did something in your past life, all right, that was wicked, hey, you're gonna have to come back in this life and they be accountable for it, and basically live out your judgment, you know, or live up and then get judged. Okay, to where Yahweh Shem Yahshua push you to death if that be the case. All right. Likewise, for a quick example, Yahweh Shai, all right, because when he walked on the scene as King Solomon, all right, he had went off, but when he came in the flesh of Yahweh Shai, all right, being what reborn into a whole new vessel, all right, but that spirit stayed the same, all right. He had that same spirit, and he know that what he had to be held accountable for his actions in his past life, all right. Like the scripture says, if you go to Job 4:7, where was the righteous ever cut off? Well, I'm gonna grab that. Basically, the righteous was perished innocently. Uh, to Job 4:7. It says, "Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off?" So there's no righteous. If you doing what you're supposed to do, all right, hey, you're not gonna be held accountable for a wicked deeds, all right. But it is gonna be some souls that spirit that Yahweh Shemel shall deliver, early, so they won't be partakers of the things to come, all right. But why is reincarnation important? All right, reincarnation plays a major role in today's captivity. All right, because without knowing who's the children of Israel, all right, not knowing the 12 tribes choice, everything would just be across the wall, so to say. All right, but if you know who's the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives, you have to understand that what those promises that was given to our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, hey, those covenants, oaths, and promises that Yahweh Shem Yahshua made to us, all right, and our forefathers, it still applies today, all right. So this is 2 Timothy 4:8, all right. It says, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, all right, Yahweh Shai, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day. All right. And not only me, but unto all them also that love his appearing. All right. So why is Paul telling you, telling us that there's a crown laid up for him, you know? And the Lord is going to give this crown to him. All right. Did Paul receive this crown yet? That's a question to yourself. All right. Did Paul receive this crown yet? No. All right. Because in the book of Revelation, it goes into when those elect men are going to receive those crowns, from the Lord Himself, we're gonna take them, off and throw them at the Lord's feet, So did Paul receive that crown? No. So in other words, he's basically telling you that what I'm gonna come back, you know. Hey, Paul is here today, pushing this truth, pushing this truth. And then he's gonna, he's gonna receive that crown of righteousness. All right. This is Baruch 2:30. It says, "For I knew that they would not hear me, because it is a stiff-necked people. But in the land of their captivities they shall remember me." So like it, they shall remember themselves. All right. And remember is read and remember to basically to know again. You know, to know again. Okay. Bring back to memory. All right. That who? We are the chosen people of Yahweh Shem Shai. We have customs, ordinances, and guidelines to follow. All right. These are things that we're remembering in these last days. All right. Because what? It was stripped away from us. This is Jeremiah 17:4. "And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee, And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever. Okay? So being that we was discontinued from our heritage and our customs, all right, that Yahweh Shem Yahushai naturally and set up, okay, according to his will, all right, we discontinue from these things, all right. And then guess what? He had our spirits come back, okay, and it tells you in First Corinthians 4:9, all right, or 9:4. I'm gonna grab it. And, set forth the apostles' last. All right, that's coming to what? Remembrance. I think it's 4:9. Yeah, this is First Corinthians 4:9. For I think that the Most High has set for his apostles last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. Okay? And these things are taking place because what? Hey, it's reincarnation. Okay? We're gonna come back and as these in these earthly vessels and remember who we were. Alright? And knowing that the end times is near. Okay? This is Jeremiah 17 and verse 31. It says, and shall know that I am the Lord their power, for I will give them a heart and ears to hear. All right? And they shall praise me in the land of their captivity. Are we not praising the Yahweh Shem Yahushai in this captivity? All right, through it all, through the good, the bad, the ugly. All right. It says, and think upon my name. And we're doing that today, thinking upon the Lord's name consistently, all right? Praying and hoping, that we soon be delivered up out of this captivity. It says, in return from their stiff neck and from their wicked deeds. So these elect men, all right, that was set up in the four times, all right, who the promise was given unto, okay? They was gonna come back in different vessels, all right, different earthly vessels, and push this truth and come back to remembrance of who they were, because the scripture tell you there's no remembrance of the former things, okay? So you're not gonna actually know who you were in the past life. You're not gonna actually know, basically, what Edomite put you to death if that was the case. All right, those things will be sought out later on, or given to us, in the kingdom. Okay, but it says, they're gonna return from their stiff neck. Okay, turn away. Basically, they're gonna repent from their stiff neckness and their wicked deeds. All right, because you don't have 2/3 praising the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right, it says, for they shall remember the way of their fathers, which sinned before the Lord, and I will bring them again. All right, bring them again. Hey, that's reincarnation in itself. I will bring them again into the land which I promised and oath unto their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and they shall be lords of it. Okay? And I will increase them, and they shall not be diminished. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them to be their power, and they shall be my people. And I will no more drive my people Israel out of the land that I have given them. Okay? So reincarnation plays a major role with us being partakers of this truth. Okay? Reincarnation plays a major role because without reincarnation, hey, basically the Lord would have died in vain. Okay? The Lord would have died in vain if he had to die for the elect, right? So those vessels had to be brought forth once again so that we can be brought back into that fold. Okay? So man, Lord willing, this quick topic was edifying to the elect brothers, pushing this truth. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, who I learned this truth from, that they're still pushing. All right. And much peace, safety, and blessings to the elect throughout the four winds, pushing this truth in sincerity and diligence. Shalom.